At sea, under rain and darkness, Edmond Dantes stands at the helm. By courage and merit, he earns command. Days earlier, a dying captain entrusted him with the ship. A single letter sealed Edmond's destiny. The ship Pharaoh returns to Marseille. Edmond arrives as a hero, respected by all. On the shore, his father and Mercedes wait. Their reunion is brief, but perfect. But in a dark tavern, Fernand and Danglars conspire. Jealousy and revenge guide their hands. A false letter is written, accusing Edmond of aiding Napoleon, a deadly charge.
I tell you, there's no celebration like a homecoming.
As the wedding continues, soldiers approach in silence. An officer enters. Edmond Dantes is arrested. Joy turns to shock. Mercedes cries for his innocence. His father breaks in grief. Though innocent, Edmond is trapped, and in a single night, his happiness collapses.
The celebration of Edmond's betrothal ended in silence. The music stopped.
Envy is a deadly enemy.
Their scheme had worked. In the shadows, Danglars and Fernand congratulated each other. A false letter reached Villefort, the young deputy prosecutor, a man driven by ambition.
He is in prison now.
Villefort, a young deputy prosecutor, saw power as his future and ambition as his only guide.
You are accused of carrying a letter from Napoleon Bonaparte. Such an act is considered treason under the rule of King Louis XVIII.
What do you say in your defense? I carried the letter only because my captain was dying and asked me to do so.
I did not read it. I know nothing of politics.
When Villefort read the letter closely, he froze. It was addressed to a Bonapartist, his own father.
If the letter causes any trouble, I am willing to destroy it.
Villefort chose ambition and ordered Edmond sent to the Château d'If.
Take him away. Send him to the Château d'If.
Thinking of his father and Mercedes, the iron doors closed behind him.
I sacrificed Edmond for my ambition and to protect my family.
Fernand watched from the shadows and finally understood the truth. Mercedes' heart still belonged to Edmond, even in prison. And Danglars smiled in quiet triumph, certain that the ship would now be his and that he would soon stand as its captain. On the night of his betrothal, Edmond Dantes was unexpectedly arrested, and the joyful celebration turned into shock, fear, and deep despair. Danglars, envious of Edmond's success, and Fernand, jealous of his love for Mercedes, conspired together and wrote a false denunciation letter. Their accusation cleverly twisted the truth, turning Edmond's innocent delivery of a letter from Elba into fabricated evidence of political treason. During his interrogation with Villefort, Edmond swore his loyalty to the king, yet the prosecutor, fearing scandal, secretly burned the incriminating letter. To protect his career, Villefort condemned Edmond in public, declaring him guilty of treason, despite knowing the young sailor's true innocence. In Marseille, gossip spread rapidly about Edmond's arrest, but only his father, Mercedes, and Morel defended his honor. While Edmund was locked away in the cold, damp cells of the Chateau d'If, his hope slowly faded. His father died in sorrow, Mercedes lived in despair, and those who betrayed him rose in power. In the heart of the sea stood a fortress without mercy. Its walls were stronger than storms, its gates opened only to oblivion. No man returned from Chateau d'If. Those sent there were erased. Inside a cold stone cell, Edmond Dantes lost time itself. Night became day, and day never ended. He counted stones. He cried out, "I am innocent." But the walls did not answer. The guards laughed, and in their laughter, his last appeal was crushed. Hunger weakened the body. Loneliness silenced the soul, until death felt kinder than life. Then, in complete silence, a faint sound, a tap against the wall, and an answer from the other side. He was not alone. From a narrow opening at the base of the wall, a man crawled through, his body broken by years, his mind still burning with intelligence. Abbe Faria. Within the prison, a school was born. He taught him geography, and the world returned. He taught him numbers, and order rose from chaos. He taught him languages, and Edmund found more than one voice. But the mind endured longer than the body. Illness struck, and time began to fade. With trembling hands, Faria passed the map.
Remember, Monte Cristo, your wealth and your freedom.
He whispered his final words. Edmund remained, staring at the map. For the first time, he did not see stone. He did not see walls. He saw a way out. Each day, Edmund crawled through the tunnel, leaving darkness behind, moving toward knowledge. In Abbé Faria's cell, prison walls became a school. Languages opened new worlds. Maps carried his imagination across centuries, and numbers taught him how to think beyond stone and iron.
Knowledge and patience are stronger. Rage will destroy you.
Faria gave Edmund more than lessons. He gave him a father's guidance.
Villefort condemned you to protect his ambition. Danglars provided the false testimony. They are the architects of your misfortune.
Together, they uncovered the truth. The prison was no accident, but betrayal. Anger rose, but wisdom held it back.
The true architect of your misfortune is not Villefort, but forces far more powerful, hidden within the king's own court.
As Faria's body weakened, his mind remained strong. Before the end, he gave Edmund a secret.
You must understand that my fortune, which will now be yours, is hidden on the small island of Monte Cristo.
They dug toward freedom, dreamed of the sea.
To live, escape, and use the treasure for justice, not revenge.
Faria died in peace, and Edmund was reborn, no longer a sailor, but a man of destiny. In the darkness of a forgotten prison, Edmond Dantes lost his only friend and gained a secret that kept him alive. He chose patience over hatred and waited.
What are we doing with Abbé Faria's body?
Straight into the sea, I reckon.
When death was prepared, Edmund stepped into it, entering the sack of the dead to escape the life of a prisoner. Thrown into the sea, bound and forgotten, he vanished from the world. Below the surface, with time running out, will overcame death. He rose. Exhausted but alive, he reached the shore, hid his name, and accepted help from strangers. Among fishermen, a new life quietly began. Then he heard a name, Monte Cristo.
Captain, if you are heading near that island, I would be grateful if you could put me ashore there.
When he reached the island, memory guided his steps. Beneath the earth, he found more than treasure. He found power. Edmond Dantes was gone. Standing above the sea, reborn and free, a new man looked forward with hope. The Count of Monte Cristo.